There's a place on Kauai where the ocean doesn't reach. 1,500 acres of volcanic rock and rainforest, carved out and cordoned off. 6-foot walls, guarded gates, NDAs for the construction workers. Mark Zuckerberg owns it, but he's not building a beach house. He's building a compound, 2 mansions, 30 bedrooms, underground tunnels connecting them, a self-sustaining water system, solar arrays, backup generators, and at the center of it all, a 5,000 square foot underground bunker, blast-proof doors, steel-reinforced concrete, enough food storage for months, maybe years. The official cost? $100 million. But that number's a lie. The real cost is buried in shell companies and private contracts. The truth is somewhere north of $270 million. This isn't a home. It's a fortress. And Zuckerberg isn't alone. From Silicon Valley to Wall Street, from tech CEOs to hedge fund managers, the richest people on Earth are doing the same thing. They're building bunkers, buying islands, stockpiling food, fuel, and weapons. They're not preparing for a recession. They're preparing for the end, and they're not planning to take you with them. Peter Thiel bought his citizenship in 2011. He spent 12 days in New Zealand. 12 days. That's all it took. A private meeting with government officials, a handshake, a wire transfer, and just like that, citizenship. New Zealand doesn't do that for just anyone. But Thiel isn't just anyone. He's the co-founder of PayPal, an early investor in Facebook, a billionaire many times over, and he wanted a place to run when things go bad. He's not alone in that desire. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, told a journalist he had an arrangement with Thiel. If the world started to collapse, if AI spiraled out of control, if a pandemic swept the globe, if nuclear war seemed imminent, they'd charter a private jet and fly to New Zealand. Together. Because New Zealand is the lifeboat. It's geographically isolated, politically stable, far from nuclear targets. It has fresh water, arable land, and a small population. It's the last place the bombs would reach. Silicon Valley knows it. Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, estimates that more than 50% of billionaires in Silicon Valley have some form of apocalypse insurance. A property in New Zealand, a bunker in Montana, a private island. They call it prepping, but it's not prepping. It's abandonment. The philosophy behind it has a name: the sovereign individual. Published in 1997, the book became a Bible for tech elites. The thesis is simple. Technology will destroy nation-states. Governments will collapse. Borders will dissolve. And the wealthy, the truly wealthy, will become sovereign unto themselves. They won't need countries. They won't need laws. They'll have private security, private infrastructure, private food supplies. They will become nations of one. Thiel didn't just read the book. He believes it, and he's acting on it. The bunkers aren't what you think. They're not concrete tombs with canned beans and cots. They're luxury condos, underground mansions, 5-star hotels buried beneath the earth. Let me tell you about Vivos X Point. It's in South Dakota, a former Army munitions depot. 575 bunkers spread across 18 square miles. Each bunker is designed to house 10 to 24 people. Blast-proof, EMP hardened, self-sufficient for a year or more. But that's just the beginning. The Oppidum. That's the name of the largest billionaire bunker in the world. It's in the Czech Republic. Built into a mountain, 77,000 square feet of underground living space. It has swimming pools, wine cellars, a cinema, a spa, an art gallery. This isn't survival. This is luxury survival, and it costs tens of millions to get in. But here's the part that should make your skin crawl. They have DNA vaults, genetic material, frozen embryos, seeds, animal DNA. The idea is to repopulate the Earth after whatever comes, after the collapse, after the plague, after the war. These people aren't just trying to survive. They're trying to restart civilization without you. Inside the bunker, life goes on. Chandeliers hang from reinforced ceilings. Children swim in heated pools, while outside, the world burns. And the people inside? They'll never see it. They'll live in climate-controlled comfort, insulated from the screams above. They've turned the apocalypse into a business model. Companies like Rising S Company and Atlas Survival Shelters build custom bunkers for the ultra-rich. Panic rooms that double as luxury apartments. The CEO of Rising S, Gary Lynch, says business is booming. Orders doubled after COVID, doubled again after Russia invaded Ukraine. Every crisis is a sales opportunity. Every headline is an advertisement for fear. And the rich? They're buying. But some billionaires aren't hiding underground. They're leaving the planet. Elon Musk says he wants to die on Mars. Not in an accident. Not in a crash. He wants to live on Mars. To build a city there. To make humanity a multi-planetary species. That's the pitch anyway, but the real reason is simpler. He doesn't trust Earth. He said it himself. Civilization is fragile. One solar flare, one asteroid, one nuclear war, and it's over. So he's building rockets. SpaceX isn't just a company. It's an escape plan. Mars is the ultimate bunker. A whole planet, unreachable by the chaos of Earth. And Musk wants to be its king. Jeff Bezos has a different vision. He doesn't want to colonize Mars. He wants to build colonies in space. Massive rotating cylinders, artificial gravity, millions of people living in orbit around Earth. He calls it the O'Neill Colony, named after physicist Gerard K. O'Neill. Bezos has spent billions on Blue Origin to make this happen. But there's something else, something quieter. Hidden in a mountain in West Texas, Bezos is building a clock, the clock of the long now. It's designed to tick for 10,000 years, a monument to long-term thinking, a reminder that time moves on, with or without us. But think about what that really means. Bezos is planning for a future where human civilization might not exist, where the cities fall, where the governments collapse, where billions die, and his clock, it keeps ticking. Musk and Bezos aren't trying to save the world, they're trying to outlive it. They're building arcs, not for everyone, just for the chosen few. And the rest of us, we're not on the guest list. But here's the thing they can't escape. No matter how much money you have, you still need people. Someone has to guard the bunker. Someone has to operate the systems. Someone has to cook the food. And when the money stops meaning anything, when society collapses and dollars are just paper, what's to stop those people from taking over? That's the question that keeps billionaires up at night. In 2017, Douglas Rushkoff, a professor and author, was invited to a private resort. He thought he was giving a talk on the future of technology. Instead, he found himself in a room with 5 ultra-wealthy men, hedge fund managers, tech investors, and they had one question: how do we maintain authority over our security forces after the event? The event. That's what they called it. Not a collapse, not a disaster, just the event. As if it were inevitable, as if it were already written. Rushkoff sat there, stunned, as they brainstormed solutions. Shock collars for the guards, biometric locks on food supplies, special combination locks that only they knew. One man suggested creating a culture of loyalty before the collapse, training guards to see them as benevolent leaders. Another suggested robots. No humans at all, just armed drones. Rushkoff left that meeting with a sick feeling. These men weren't asking how to prevent the apocalypse. They were asking how to survive it in power. And that's the core of it, isn't it? It's not enough for them to live, they need to rule. Even in the ashes of the world, they want to be kings. But here's what they can't see. You can't buy loyalty when money is worthless. You can't command respect when the systems that gave you power are gone. In the end, the guards will do what guards have always done. They'll take what they want, and all the blast-proof doors in the world won't stop them. So here's where we are. The richest people on Earth are building bunkers, buying islands, and planning escapes. They're not doing it quietly anymore. It's an open secret, a status symbol. They're not trying to save the world. They're trying to outlive it. And that tells you everything you need to know. They see what's coming. Climate collapse, political instability, resource wars, AI disruption. They're not trying to fix it. They're not investing in solutions. They're investing in exits. Because they don't see you as part of the future. You're expendable. The great human project, the idea that we're all in this together, was always a lie. And now, the lie is ending. The billionaires are pulling up the ladder. They're shutting the doors. They're leaving the rest of us outside. And when the event comes, when the systems fail and the world burns, they'll be safe. Behind steel doors, beneath mountains, on private islands, in orbit. They'll watch it all happen from a distance, insulated, protected, alone. But here's the final truth. You can't escape humanity. You can build all the bunkers you want. You can fly to Mars. You can lock yourself in a fortress with 100 armed guards. But you'll still be human. You'll still need connection, community, purpose. And when you look around your sterile bunker, when you see the same faces day after day, year after year, you'll realize something. You didn't escape the apocalypse. You became it. Because a world where only the rich survive, that's not survival, that's extinction. Just slower. The billionaires are building their exits. They're preparing for the great collapse. But they're forgetting something. Civilizations don't die because of disasters. They die because people stop caring for each other. And these men? They stopped caring a long time ago. So let them build their bunkers. Let them flee to their islands. Let them shoot themselves into space. Because when the dust settles and the world rebuilds, and it will rebuild, it won't be built by them. It'll be built by the people they left behind, the ones who stayed, the ones who fought, the ones who remembered what it means to be human. And their names? No one will remember them. There'll be a footnote, a warning, a reminder of what happens when you choose wealth over humanity, when you choose escape over responsibility, when you choose yourself over everyone else. The ledger always balances, and theirs? It's already closed.